What's up everyone, Willy Apple here, and today we're going to be determining what the best Apple product is based on your guys' feedback. So I had a bracket for every single Apple product released in 2024, and we're going to be seeing what the results are. And let's take a look at the first one, iPhone 16 Pro versus AirPods 4. Now personally with the AirPods 4, that was just more of a minor upgrade just to clear out the old outdated AirPods 2. However, I did like that it had noise cancellation. But as expected, I did kind of expect the iPhone 16 Pro to win this one, but I was not expecting 100% of the votes to go towards the iPhone 16 Pro, which is a little bit surprising. And now the next one was M4 iPad Pro and M4 iMac. I was totally expecting the M4 iPad Pro to dominate, but I was not expecting the M4 iMac to be this close. And we did also get a comment here, and they said that they like the iPad. Personally, I would have voted for the iPad myself, but I guess the M4 iMac was good enough of an upgrade. We actually got slightly different colors, and we got center stage, which is pretty cool to see. Alright, this one was also expected. Now, the only reason why I did expect this one to win was that the Mac Mini has the M4 chip. Meanwhile, the MacBook Air has the M3 chip, so I was kind of expecting results like this, but who knows. And I can only guess the reason why people voted for the MacBook was because it's a MacBook, and a Mac Mini is just a desktop Mac, and you need your own display, your own mouse, and your own keyboard for it. Alright, this one was kind of unexpected. Now, personally for me, I don't like the Apple Watch Series 10. I'm kind of glad this one got out as soon as possible. But seeing that the iPhone 16 took the cake here was not surprising at all. Now, I will say the iPhone 16 was actually a good upgrade. That's just an unpopular opinion that I'm going to state right now. The reason why I say the iPhone 16 was actually a good upgrade was because in the iPhone 15 and 14, they used the previous year's chip. Now, I believe that using the newest chip possible is good for the consumer because not only is it going to be faster in the long run, it's also going to get longer software updates. Now, while there was a slight change in the iPhone 14's RAM and a GPU core, personally, I did not like that. And I'd recommend people to buy the iPhone 13 over the iPhone 14. And I'm kind of glad Apple made the iPhone 16 a much bigger upgrade for those who actually bought the 14 and the 13. And the 15, I usually do 2 generations, and I consider the iPhone 15 to be part of the iPhone 14's Pro generation. So that's why I would have voted for the iPhone 16. And as for the Apple Watch Series 10, it was a mid upgrade. We were expecting better battery life. I was hoping for better GPS. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And in fact, I'm thinking about actually switching away from the Apple Watch for the reasons that the Apple Watch Series 10 has really bad battery life. I'm considering switching to Garmin, which has weeks of battery life. But anyways, let's move on to match 5. And we can see that the iPad Mini beat the Apple Pencil Pro. Kind of expected right here because the Apple Pencil Pro is more of an accessory. Now, I'm really curious about whether the Apple Watch Series 10 will win or the Apple Pencil Pro. My guess would have been the Apple Watch Series 10, but the iPad Mini A17 Pro is a pretty good upgrade from those who have the iPad Mini 6th generation. Personally, me, I won't upgrade, but for those who are looking for Final Cut Pro, that's a good upgrade. Now, I would say the iPad Mini 5 is where you should start considering upgrading or anything below that. And now the last match of round 1 goes to the M4 MacBook Pro, which is expected to be seen right here, considering that the Apple Vision Pro, a lot of people could see it as a gimmick. And I believe that I am more of a Mac-focused channel. I could definitely see biases right here against the Apple Vision Pro. Personally, me, I thought the Apple Vision Pro was kind of cool, but it was mainly good for video watching, like watching the Mario movie in the demo was actually pretty cool to see, considering I've only watched it in 2D before. But I'm kind of glad the M4 MacBook Pro won here. And I was kind of surprised that the Apple Vision Pro shipped with M2 instead of them announcing M3 then and there. So it has outdated technology when it was released, unfortunately. But here are the results. And here are the matches that each one's going to be. We're going to be seeing iPhone 16 Pro against the M4 iPad Pro. That would be interesting to see. M4 Mac Mini against the iPhone 16, and iPad Mini A17 Pro against the M4 MacBook Pro. Now let's take a look at the next round. Alright, personally this one was a little bit surprising, but it looks like the iPhone 16 Pro did win this match, and we'll be moving on to the finals. Now, my only complaint about the iPad Pro is that they removed the camera, and it made that a little bit expensive. But personally, I like the M4 iPad Pro, especially with the display. But I can honestly see why people voted for the iPhone 16 Pro more, considering you're getting a better value out of it over the M4 iPad Pro. Now, that's just my personal take on the iPhone 16 Pro versus M4 iPad Pro, but I'd like to know your guys' thoughts. Alright, next up, the M4 Mac Mini over the iPhone 16. Now, I believe that I just put any Mac against an iPhone, the Mac is obviously going to win because of what my audience likes on this channel, prefers Mac content over iPhone content. But it's still interesting to see that the iPhone 16 lost this much. I was expecting it to be somewhat like right here, a little bit half and half going towards the M4 Mac Mini. But that's personally what I thought was going to happen, but that ended up not happening. Alright, but this level of dominance is absolutely crazy. The iPad mini A17 Pro lost a lot against the M4 MacBook Pro. Now I can definitely see why, considering the MacBook Pro is a little bit better with center stage and stuff like that. The iPad mini already had center stage, and the iPad mini still doesn't have Stage Manager, did not get an M series chip, and I got the A17 Pro instead of the A18 Pro for some reason. But anyways, here are the results. The M4 MacBook Pro versus the M4 Mac Mini versus the iPhone 16 Pro for the finals. And now let's take a look at the winner here. And yeah, I actually kind of agree with this. So the iPhone 16 Pro got last place, the M4 MacBook Pro got second place, and the M4 Mac Mini actually won this. And yeah, I actually agree with this, and I will say this right now, I actually got a Mac Mini M4 right here. This is what I'm using to record this video. I'm actually really happy about the results for the M4 Mac Mini. Unfortunately, we didn't get any comments as to explaining why the iPhone 16 Pro should have won, but I agree the M4 Mac Mini was actually a really big upgrade from the M2 Mac Mini. 16 gigabytes of RAM, staying the same price, and it's overall the best value computer you can get in 2024. Yeah, I definitely agree with the M4 Mac Mini winning the best Apple product of 2024. Now I'm actually planning on doing this next year, so be subscribed to vote next year if you have not already. And thanks for watching, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends, download my apps in the description down below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!